All right, Beer Night followers, we are back with this special edition of Beer Night. We're still here at this beautiful brewery called Attitude Brewing Company.
Attitude Brewing in San Diego.
Fantastic.
North Park, San Diego.
I hope you guys enjoyed our beer segment with Angel. It was a fantastic insight on what they do here at Attitude.
Lots of great information.
Lots of good stuff. More than anything we've ever done before. So it's
think
fantastic.
about doing a side hustle.
Yeah, a little side hustle on beer.
But, I feel like it's kind of insulting just to assume that you could do what they do as a side hustle. You probably got to do more of a career change, like we were talking about.
Maybe career change. I guess I quit my lucrative state job. I guess I don't know.
I don't know if I should quit my job.
I don't know.
Throw away the old education.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Beer.
Why not beer? There you go. As you see, this place is lively. We got people in the background playing pool, eating food, drinking beer. It's fantastic.
We might do a food review segment. We might.
I don't think there's a might. I think we are.
Okay. Well, whatever. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Play by ear. What are we doing now?
We're doing sports.
Sports.
Might as well. Sports bars, sports, everything.
Is this
we
a
love
sports bar? I don't know. I feel like
not,
a brewery. You talk sports in a brewery, right?
Brewery, maybe.
Yeah.
We are. I don't know about anyone else, but we're talking sports.
And we have more beer.
We have more beer. We'll definitely keep.
We got ourselves an IPA flight here.
Yeah.
Just to try to convert us into San Diego IPAians.
Well, I'm drinking a blonde right now. It's an okay blonde.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but it's not that great either. But it's an okay blonde. It's not bad.
I like it.
You
I
like
it? Yeah, you're being a little harsh.
I'm a little harsh. It goes down real smooth. It's obviously a blonde, so those blondes usually go down pretty smooth.
Blondes. I don't know. I guess I'm not a huge blonde guy.
It's pretty crispy though. It has a good crisp taste to it.
Huge blonde guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like.
Yeah. Once in a while.
I guess,
once in a while. Blonde.
Yeah, once in a while, blonde is fun.
Fun.
Good time.
Good time.
When they're walking upright.
Yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit of sports. So the last time we've seen each other, it was pre-Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened. The fucking Chiefs won. I lost the bet, and I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer.
Are those non-alcoholic beers?
No,
I don't think so.
I think we'll wait, since this is a special, we'll wait till next episode for me to get my punishment out. But that was a good Super Bowl. I was hoping the Eagles would fucking hold on to that lead, but the Chiefs came roaring back with that bad call at the end.
As the Chiefs do.
Yeah.
What bad call?
Bad call. Bad holding call.
That wasn't a bad holding call.
Not a holding call. Come on now.
Wasn't a bad holding
Come
call.
on.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So now at the time, this is what's interesting. At the time, it looked like a bad call. When they showed the replay at the time, I'm like, oh, that's
a little tug of the come on.
Ticky-tack. It's ticky-tack. But then they showed the other camera angle that apparently the refs were looking at the next day. Well, and also the ref that threw the flag was in had the same view as the camera angle. And the other camera angle they did not show during the Super Bowl, so big mistake on the director, by the way. Fucking dropped the ball. Like they kept showing the same angle of him going like this around his waist.
Yeah, around his waist, and then
it's like
is
that enough? Is that enough?
I mean, that was the receiver's
angle,
fault.
which, by the way, was totally obstructed by the one that kept showing on TV live.
Yeah.
The other angle, he's got his jersey like this in the other hand, and it's extended. It's pulled.
Little pull. I don't think
that's going to in a rhythm play because it wasn't. It's not like Mahomes was dancing around trying to find somebody open. It was a rhythm play. He lobbed the ball up. You stopped the receiver from being able to get there. It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
I guess.
The fucking DB even said, I was hoping they wouldn't throw the flag, but I was holding.
That's true.
He fucking said it at his locker.
I know.
Because
everyone's
he was.
still ticky-tack on it.
But I think the main problem is, though, they didn't show it on fucking TV.
Yeah.
They showed the other.
They showed it like, what, 2-3 days later almost?
Yeah, they showed the other hand as if that's what the flag was thrown.
Yeah.
But the guy that threw the ref that threw the flag couldn't even see that hand because he was on the other side of their bodies. He saw the one where he had his jersey like this.
Yeah.
Which we couldn't see on TV.
Nope.
It was kind of bogus. All right.
Yeah. But Chiefs won the Super Bowl. So now we
Good
are.
for Andy Reid.
Good for him.
Good for
beating
Andy Reid.
his former team, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good for Andy Reid.
It's good stuff. Now we are marching into the next NFL season, right? NFL doesn't stop at all. We got these crazy quarterbacks going places. Derek Carr signed with the Saints. I don't know about all that, but
I'm still waiting for someone to explain to me why I'm supposed to give a shit about Derek Carr and where
He's
signed.
great.
Really?
Fantastic.
Have you ever watched the guy play? Like
yeah,
I know
I've seen highlights.
See, that's the problem. Have you ever actually watched him play?
He does pretty good at coming back on games sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes he does good
losing
comebacks.
record. Let's calm down.
He does good comebacks.
Matt Stafford, he is not.
No,
okay, so but like, hold on. So my problem with Carr, like you watch a game, and it's like he makes these throws where it's like he's just like he's on the brink of death, and he's just hurling a desperation javelin out there, and it always overthrows his receiver. His receiver could be wide open, and he bounces it 5 yards in front of him. It's like, what are you doing, man? Don't just like step up in the pocket and just be like, it's just like your dying breath, last gasp.
Yeah.
It's like, throw a fucking catchable pass, man.
I guess.
What the fuck? He does that a handful of times every game, and it costs them. It costs the Raiders over and over again. But what happens is people look at his stats and say, "Oh, well, he had 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, or whatever." It's like, okay, but did you watch the game? Like, there's a few times in every game where it's like,
I mean, every quarterback does that though.
No,
every quarterback does that once in a while.
No, the greats
don't.
Jalen Hurts and Mahomes didn't do that shit in the Super Bowl. I mean, granted, those are the two best teams, but like, no, it's palpable with Carr. You can literally bet on it. It's coming. It's coming.
He's going to a shitty division as well, so
yeah, he is.
I mean, they could definitely win that division.
Speaking of which, the NFC East, right?
Yeah.
Sports talk show fodder on like the mothership, ESPN and stuff. It's so hilarious to me. So the Giants wrap up Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah.
Sign him to a deal. I think it was First Take or something. One of those bullshit shows.
Probably one of those bullshit shows.
Argument shows where they're like trying to work in the big market teams, Cowboys, Giants, whatever. They're like, so after the signing of Daniel Jones, they're like, and you know that the debate shows, they always have some chick that's like the mediator.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
That introduces each subject that they're gonna bitch each other about. And so she's like, so where do you rank Daniel Jones in the quarterback hierarchy of the NFC East? And they start realistically talking about this. Like it's an actual topic of discussion.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this is the stupidest fucking topic, like segment I've ever heard. I just turned away because it's like, so.
I mean, the NFC East, it doesn't have very, like, you got Dak and.
It's a captain fucking obvious question.
No, that's it.
It's a captain obvious question.
Yeah.
You're not going to rank him. You're not going to rank
Hurts
him.
#1.
You're not going to rank him above Dak.
No.
You're not going to rank him above Hurts, obviously.
No.
So
he's
it's like
third.
Third. Like,
that's
topic
pretty
over.
simple.
Yeah, it's a cap. But they sat around and fucking.
Carson Wentz. Oh wait, no, he's gone.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke.
It's
like, okay, so like Daniel Jones is obviously third.
Yeah.
There's nothing to debate. It's not a subject of conversation. Why are you wasting an entire segment talking about it? Why? Because you want to work Cowboys and Giants.
Cowboys, Giants, Cowboys, suck my cock, Cowboys.
It was. I don't know. Maybe I'm overly sensitive, but it was just funny to me. I'm like, this is like the most obvious fucking question ever. There's nothing to discuss here. There's absolutely nothing to discuss. You're not going to rank Daniel Jones ahead of Dak, and certainly not Jalen Hurts.
No.
So what are we talking about?
No,
like,
I don't
know.
Why are we talking about it?
Because I thought it was funny.
It's funny.
It was funny.
All right.
Ha.
So another big thing that just recently, yesterday I think, the Bears traded the #1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers, and
which just means the Bears are sticking with Justin Fields.
They are. So I think the Panthers, who
and the Panthers are not sticking with Sam Darnold.
No. So the Bears get the 9th round pick this year, the 61st round pick.
Did you say
this year?
9th round and 61st round?
Yeah, or
there's no such things.
9th pick and 61st pick.
Okay, thank you.
And then a first round pick next year.
The 61st round?
Yeah,
That's one hell of a fucking draft.
This is all going in my head right now.
It's like what you're doing is you're wiping the slates clean, and you have to draft. Every team has to draft their entire roster. Like all your players
61
are gone.
rounds.
You're like now you're all expansion teams now, and you just have to do
we gotta get our
full draft.
Full roster.
Still wouldn't be 61 rounds. It would be 53. But whatever.
But and they get a first round next year and I think a second round next year as well, and then Moore, the one of the wide receivers, like DJ Moore or something like that. They get so I mean,
who's really good? DJ Moore's really good.
I think the Bears come up on that, man. I think so.
If you have faith
Carolina,
in Justin Fields developing,
they need wide receivers around him.
Yeah, DJ Moore's great. DJ Moore's great. Yeah. If you played fantasy football this past season, you know how good DJ Moore is with shitty quarterback play. Yeah. With shitty quarterback play. Now, Justin Fields is not a big thrower of the football. He's a runner. Yeah. Right? He's dynamic. You want him on your fantasy team because he scores running touchdowns, rushing touchdowns.
Big time.
So he needs to be able to get the ball to DJ Moore. That's a problem. But DJ Moore is a baller. He's a great player. So,
another move that should be coming soon. Where is Aaron Rodgers going? Where in the world is Aaron Rodgers going? Is he going to the Jets?
Do I give a shit?
Is he going to the Raiders? Where's he going?
Fuck the Raiders.
Go to the Raiders.
Fuck the Raiders.
Suck dick.
So the Jets is interesting.
I think the Jets would be great.
The Jets is interesting because I love Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I love Garrett Wilson. I was in early on him in fantasy.
Yeah.
So I'm like this guy is
he's fucking great. Great runner.
Well, when he had Mike White throwing him the ball, or Joe Flacco, I should say. Joe Flacco first, then Mike White. So, whatever Kyle Wilson comes back in, or whoever, is that his name? Kyle Wilson?
No.
Whatever his name
Wilson,
is.
I think. Is it Wilson?
I think it's Kyle Wilson.
No, I think we're
whatever.
He's gone.
Whatever their first round.
He's a third round. He's a third string quarterback.
Whenever he got in there, it's like all of a sudden Garrett Wilson's numbers went way down. Like, let's get someone that can actually throw the ball, please.
Come on now.
Complete some passes. But yeah, Elijah Moore still really good, right? So I mean, like, if you drop Rodgers into that team, they have a pretty solid running game, a decent offensive line, and they have Wilson and Elijah Moore. Yeah. Like, those are, I feel like, pretty top tier receivers for Rodgers to get the ball to.
Definitely,
it's like him having Devontae Adams last year, and maybe if he could stay healthy, the other guy. What's the other guy? Aaron? No.
I don't know.
Too many
I
beers.
Can't
remember.
Too many names. Too many beers.
Alan Lazard.
Okay.
There it is. Alan and Lazard.
There you go.
So, did you see the light bulb go off? It was like instant. Boom.
Boom.
So, like, Alan Lazard is a solid number 2. Yeah. I think Elijah Moore is an upgrade number 2 over Alan Lazard. Plus, Elijah Moore stays healthy, which Alan Lazard cannot. He can stay on the field. And then you got Garrett Wilson, who's dynamic. Garrett Wilson is to me is the next kind of CeeDee Lamb type, breakout receiver, rookie of the year. They got a good defense. We'll see. That's an interesting. If you drop Rodgers in there for 2 years, assuming he's actually going to be a part of the team.
He's 38.
Work out with the receivers and do the shit that you need.
So I kind of want to see him on the Jets. He's definitely not going to be back with the Packers. They don't want him anymore. He's definitely going somewhere.
You know what? Stranger things have happened, though. Oops.
Yeah, they have.
So stranger things have happened. It wouldn't surprise me if he was back with the cheeseheads.
I don't know. I don't see it. Anything else with the NFL? The draft is coming up real quick in about 30 some days. Maybe our next show we'll do a draft.
You want to start breaking down all the college players?
College players? I don't know. No.
What's your mock draft looking like?
Mock draft? I don't know. My mock draft number 4.
How's your
Kuiper.
How's your March Madness bracket looking?
Oh, my bracket. Don't be that bracket guy. I don't know.
Did you fill out your bracket yet?
Bracket? March is the worst month for sports.
You say this every year.
Every year. Because it's true every stinking year. I hate March sports. I hate March Madness. It's just bubbles bursting and I don't know.
Not so bad. Formula 1 started last week.
Oh, there you go. Formula 1 there.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Before we move on to another sport, we got the Sky. It's a Skywalker.
The Skywalker OG.
OG Skywalker.
So how does this compare to the other OG Hazy that we had? I think the other OG.
It's a Star Wars beer, buddy.
Is it the purple one?
Yeah, purple one.
What are they called?
It's over there, but I can't remember what it's called.
Get up and
watch our last episode, or last segment.
Not the last episode.
Yeah, segment. and you'll know.
So it's still very good. Like this is a very, very good hazy and super drinkable. But I kind of like the purple one better.
Like the purple one better?
Yeah.
I think I did like the purple one better. The purple one had a little bit more flavor and umph to it than this one a little bit.
It's still really good though. Really refreshing and drinkable. And I love the can. I mean, come on. I mean, it's got the lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's got the X-wing on it. Like, I mean, come on.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard us talk about Star Wars on the show, right? I mean,
Always.
Kind of you know what I did for my birthday?
What'd you do?
I went to the Empire Strips Back.
What
here
is
in San Diego.
Where's that? What is that?
It is a burlesque parody of Star Wars.
Ooh, I want to go.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah?
It was hilarious, by the way. It
Yeah.
was hilarious. It was so funny. And, yeah, there's some some pretty sexy parts, too.
Yeah? Oh,
the best one by far was they had the speeder from Tatooine, Luke's speeder.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a chick dressed as Luke, right?
Yeah.
And she's washing the speeder and doing like a sexy dance to it. And at the end, she dumps the water on herself.
Oh.
It was, yeah. It was pretty
sounds pretty good.
It was pretty fucking hot,
Pretty fucking hot.
It was pretty fucking hot.
Amazing.
Pretty hot. If you get a chance, you're a Star Wars fan.
Do they do that?
Go see The Empire Strips Back. It's a great show.
Do they do that
it's a pop-up show, so it travels around.
Oh, it travels.
They were in L.A. before that.
All right.
And then they came down to San Diego. I saw them down in San Diego. And so just go to the website, Empire Strips Back, Google it, and you'll probably find their traveling schedule.
Definitely have to look that up. I want to go to that.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Side note,
basketball, NBA. We're almost here at the playoffs, getting ready to go.
So for once, I was about to have some faith in the Phoenix fucking Suns.
I was too, and then
if you're
ankles roll.
If you're a gambler,
you're mad right now.
You might no. If you're a gambler, you might understand my pain here. Is I don't like having faith in the Phoenix Suns.
No.
Because for some reason, whenever you bet on them, they screw the pooch.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, but you got KD, like Kevin Durant with Devin Booker and Chris Paul.
Not there anymore.
I mean, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Thank you. Fuck. So you put Kevin Durant, you drop Kevin Durant on that team, like it's like, come on. I mean, it's not quite dropping him in the Warriors in their heyday. That was just unfair. It was like a cheat code. But you drop him in there with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and to a certain extent DeAndre Ayton. It's like, okay, this is a championship caliber team. And he didn't even make it to their first home game.
He played 3 games and rolled his ankle.
Three road games.
Games.
Like he didn't even make it to
their
their first
good.
home game.
He's playing very well.
Kevin Durant's a monster.
He can drop Kevin Durant anywhere. And
he's not Kyrie.
No, he doesn't need to hold the ball.
Yeah, no. Kevin Durant, you put on any team, he's going to dominate. And your team is going to be an instant contender.
He just needs to stay healthy, man.
Even Brooklyn was shitty, and they were still an instant contender because he was on them.
But he barely played on that team as well.
Yeah.
Like both him and Kyrie were
and
like injuries, and then Kyrie was doing his whiny
and the Warriors
bullshit.
Yeah, well, fuck Kyrie. But but the Warriors lost the championship because of his injury to Toronto, right? If Kevin Durant's on that team, Toronto is not beating them. Period. End of story. Klay Thompson also got hurt, by the way, and that was when Klay was at the peak of his powers. Yeah. But if Kevin Durant's on, healthy on that team, they are not losing that championship. There's no fucking way.
No way.
And so, but like I said, it was like a cheat code.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
But yeah, so injuries are an issue for him.
Big issue right now. Yeah.
For him.
So hopefully, like
but
they said, like 4 to 6 weeks he could be out. So.
But if he stays
drop
healthy,
him into the playoffs.
Yeah. If he stays healthy, he's a fucking
great.
matchup nightmare. Yeah. Like he's just an absolute nightmare. If you drop him on a team that has Chris Paul and has Devin Booker, and then you drop an absolute matchup nightmare in the middle of that, you're like, fuck, this team is scary. But but he's got to stay healthy. That's the bottom line. Kyrie goes to Dallas, and I'm like, so.
I think it's funny because our last episode we talked about Kyrie, and then literally the next day or two, he got traded, and like,
so here's the issue with it. So it's like. We've talked about, I don't know if on here, but I've talked about elsewhere where Luka needs help, right?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
He needs offensive and defensive help because he's not the greatest defender, and he's a one-man army on offense.
Yeah.
But you can't win a championship in the NBA being a one-man army.
No.
Just ask Allen Iverson, right?
No.
You can't do it. You're going to come up against a team that's better. You're going to. So, or ask Kobe, if you could ask him, if he was still alive, when he was on the Lakers with like Smush Parker.
Yeah.
And like fucking.
Before Pau Gasol got there?
Yeah. And Lamar Odom not playing up to the level he should be playing to. It's like okay. Kobe can only do so much. A one-man army is not going to. You're not going to get to the championship.
You need a couple good players on your team.
So, Luka needed somebody. Yeah. What he did not need was Kyrie.
I mean, they're
like you put Kyrie on the team. It's like
they're going to be scoring fucking nonsense. They've shown that they can score together.
Yeah, but
they can't play defense together.
Yeah, but winning games.
Like the fourth quarter, where you have to play fucking defense at least in the fucking fourth quarter, and they can't.
Because I hate to tell you,
I would give the ball because you know how they're.
I hate to. Go ahead.
So like you know how who's gonna get the ball at the last second? You know who's gonna score the last point at the end? I would do Luka too because Luka's proved it time and time again. He can come in the clutch. Kyrie can, yes.
He's proven it.
He's proven it too, but I think Luka is a lot better at creating.
The difference is that
shot.
Luka plays every game.
That's true too. True too.
He's there every game.
He's there every game. He tries to be.
Here's the problem with Kyrie. Kyrie's not a winner. I hate to tell you, he's not a winner.
He won in Cleveland with LeBron, obviously. But
before LeBron?
No, obviously not.
No.
After LeBron, not in Boston, not in Brooklyn.
The only time he's been a winner is when LeBron was there. We know LeBron's a winner. LeBron's got 4 rings.
Oh yeah, 4. Oh,
LeBron. I'm getting there.
That's fucking.
But
tasty.
LeBron's got 4 championships, and he's made it to the finals 10,000 times. He's a winner.
Kyrie's went to the finals like 6-7 years in a row.
Yeah, Kyrie's not.
Yeah.
Kyrie
he needs help.
Was a winner when LeBron was there because LeBron is a winner. Hello.
Yeah.
Kyrie's not. Every other time without LeBron, Kyrie has been a loser.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah, great player.
He's a great talent.
No.
He's not a winner.
No.
Period. So putting him on Dallas, it's like it's not going to get Dallas over the hump. It's not.
No.
It's not.
No.
They're going to get beat probably by the Warriors in the playoffs. And the Warriors are a 500 team right now. The Warriors will come in there and beat Dallas.
Yeah.
The Suns will beat Dallas without Kevin Durant.
Oh, big
no
time.
Problem.
Yeah, no, Dallas is not.
Denver will destroy Dallas.
Big time.
Jokic will. I mean, Ayton can match up against Jokic, but he's still going to have fucking 12 assists.
Yeah.
And like.
So
Kyrie does nothing.
So I don't know if you've seen the whole Kendrick Perkins and JJ Redick thing on First Take. with Jokic.
Really good.
That's fucking good, huh?
That's the raspberry blueberry one.
Raspberry blueberry.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That's fucking good. That's
fantastic
really good.
beer.
Way to go, Attitude.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
I mean,
the fruitness coming from that beer.
And when you tell me like a bunch of fruit in my beer, I'm like,
But it's fucking tasty,
it's
bro.
It's good.
It's tasty.
It's really good.
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that controversy of Perk and Redick about the fucking white voters and white guy winning MVP, but bullshit. But that's
I hear Perk working.
Race baiting.
I hear him working. I get what he's saying because here's the one thing I would say about this. Jokic is incredible. I love
he's
Jokic
incredible
because he's a unicorn. Mm-hmm. Like you watch the guy play, you're like, how is he doing this? I don't know how he's getting this done.
He's averaging a triple double.
Well, but
pretty much. I think he's almost.
Russell Westbrook did that 3 years.
He had 3 years in a row.
So
did Russell Westbrook win MVP
once?
Yeah. I think because. Yeah, I think the NBA voters are like, well, I've seen it.
That was the first time since Oscar.
Yeah, so he won it.
Averaging triple double since Oscar that somebody averaged a triple double.
So he won it. And then they're like,
then he averaged it two more times. And
never won.
Player did it too.
Yeah.
But
I think it was Giannis or something.
So here's the thing, and I'm getting to that. So here's the thing. So here's where I hear Perk working. Is Jokic is amazing. You watch the guy play, and it's like I don't know how he finishes the games. You look at his numbers, you're like, how did he do that?
Where do you get 11 assists?
It's like, and he's just standing there at the elbow or the top of the key and just like boom, 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 and he just looks so lerpy. But everything is. So
he's like Dirk Nowitzki, just that
Dirk,
European
Dirk was
style.
way more athletic.
No, I think Jokic is a little bit more athletic than Dirk.
Dirk had moves, man. Dirk had footwork. Jokic does too.
Yeah.
But Jokic just looks.
I think Jokic just looks.
He looks goofy. He looks goofy out there.
Goofy, yeah. He looks like, how did he do that? It doesn't make sense.
Dirk was pulling these turnaround jumpers. Yeah. And you're like, okay, that's like a Kobe move, but you're 7 feet.
Yeah.
That's Dirk was pretty crazy. Like he's kind of unsung, but Jokic just does this shit where you're like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, how does he have these numbers?
I don't know.
The league is kind of forgotten about Giannis. And that's where I hear. That's where I hear
dominating.
That's where I hear
that team is just dominating.
That's where I hear Perk working a little bit. I mean, I get what he's saying a little bit because Giannis is a fucking monster.
He is.
He's a monster. Like if that guy was, every year it's the same story with him. If he was a better 3-point shooter, and he has gotten better.
Yeah.
But if he was like a knockdown 3-point shooter, it's over, ladies and gents.
Big time.
Like he's Kevin Durant.
Pretty much.
He's Kevin Durant that can jump higher and run faster.
Giannis can go to the rim at will whenever he wants.
Because he wants. He can jump higher and run faster than Kevin Durant. Yeah. If he had Kevin Durant's jumper, like, I'm sorry, folks. Like
70-point average.
It's not a cheat code anymore. That's like Wilt in the fucking in the 60s. Like it's just like you do what you want and everybody else is playing without you.
It is. You're
like Harry Potter, right? You're chasing the fucking the bee around. Everybody else is playing the game out here. You're just doing your own thing. It's like we forget about you.
There you go, buddy. So fucking for the MVP, I think it's a 3-man race. You got Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid. Embiid's just playing his ass off when he's out there.
But are you gonna put him over Jokic?
I don't know.
And honestly,
I think Embiid will be 3.
To be fair to Perk,
I think Jokic and Giannis.
To be fair to Perk, the media might be sleeping on Embiid a little bit. Maybe a little bit. He doesn't get the coverage that Jokic does, even though Embiid's a great player.
Embiid just talks too much.
Yeah, but you watch the guy play, and
he can back it up at times.
He's fucking. Like, he looks like Hakeem Olajuwon out there at times. Now, he's not as good as Hakeem. Hakeem is a generational player. Embiid's not quite there. But some of the moves, you're like, oh, okay, sir. Like okay. A fucking 7'1" big man doing that.
He blocks, too. He's got good blocking skills. So, I mean, that'll be a tight race. It'll be a tight race for the MVP, I think.
Like, his numbers are undeniable.
I just his numbers. He's averaging almost triple-double.
What he does for that team is undeniable.
Yeah.
And the team is so good, and what he does for them is undeniable. So I think he's definitely worthy of the MVP.
Yeah.
If I was going to try to give Perk a little credit, I would say that the media has probably moved on from Giannis a little too quickly.
I think so too. I think
and maybe they're sleeping on Embiid a little bit.
Small market, maybe, I don't know. Well, so is Denver's a pretty small market.
He's not white. That's what Perk's trying to say.
I guess. Right? So I don't quit race baiting. I don't see it. Just if you play well, you play well. Whatever color you are. I don't.
Giannis is playing well. That's his point. Giannis is not just playing well; he's dominating. And so, what's better? What's better? You mentioned averaging a triple-double. What's better? So,
and both those teams are good.
Hold on. What's better? 28, 10 and 11, or 40, 8 and 8, or 40, 12 and 8? What's better?
I guess I'll go with the 40.
Just because you average a triple-double, this is the same thing with Russell Westbrook. Like it doesn't. It's not the be-all. It's not the end-all, be-all.
Yeah.
However, Jokic is great. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely up for debate.
It is.
Perk might have pushed it into the race direction for television. But I mean,
you got two really good players, right? Two really good players.
And Perk, I don't need to speak for Perk because he's actually fairly decent at articulating himself.
He is.
He's pretty good. I like him as a TV personality. He can articulate himself pretty well. But I feel like maybe what he's trying to say is that the media is like, but this is a white guy doing this.
Yeah.
Like, is it more impressive because it's a white guy doing it in a predominantly black league? I mean, maybe. Like, to me, it's more about his, like, the fact that he can't jump.
He's not.
It's like he doesn't seem.
What's that movie called?
White Man Can't Jump?
There you
It
go.
doesn't seem like he should be able to do the things he's doing, and he does.
Yeah,
So that does add an extra element to, okay, this is really impressive. Because you feel like he shouldn't be dominating like he is. Yeah. But he just does. He's a stat machine. And so
machine. He's making his team win too, so they're number one in the West. So.
Absolutely, and so he deserves MVP.
Does.
Absolutely, but I think maybe what Perk is trying to say is that people see it as more impressive because he's a white, unathletic guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe
that's what he's trying to. I don't know. I'm putting words.
He didn't say that, but
trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I can maybe see that. I guess. We'll get on our next episode. We'll be in April. We'll get to our NBA.
This is really good.
Picks. That's fucking really fantastic beer, by the way. Good job, Attitude Brewing Company. We'll get into our picks next episode about who's going to the finals and stuff like that next episode. Other sports, MLB. Have you watched any of the say preseason, but it's spring league or whatever? What is spring training? Spring training. Have you seen any of that?
No.
Pitch clock. Are you interested about the pitch clock?
So here's the thing. So MLB has all these rule changes.
Changes.
I'm interested to see how it shakes out. Does it mean I'm going to watch any regular season games?
I'll go to a couple.
Probably not unless I'm in person.
But the pitch clock is interesting, dude.
It is.
It's cut about I think a half hour into actual time.
A radical change.
It is radical change.
It's a radical change.
Because so if you don't know, there's 15 seconds on that clock, right? The batter has to be in the box, ready to go
at 8 seconds.
In 8 seconds. If he's not, it's a strike or it's an out, depending on where the count is. It's fucking crazy. And the pitcher has to throw the ball within that 15-second range.
By the time the clock runs out. It's a shot clock.
So, and also there's another rule where they can't. I think they only throw to first base or whatever. Pickoff moves twice in one at bat.
That's fucking radical.
Which is crazy because you're gonna have more steals, right?
Yeah, I mean because you can lead off as far as you fucking want.
Exactly. Especially if he throws over there twice, he can't throw it again.
Yeah, you're gonna lead off as far as you want.
You're gonna lead off as far as you want, and then he's fucking stealing.
There's still a risk. There's still a risk involved.
Yeah.
Because
the pitcher definitely has to make sure, if you throw it once, right? You throw it once over there. You only have one more time to throw it over there.
It's going to be a chess match.
It's definitely be a chess match on that second one.
So
if you want.
The pitcher's not throwing the ball again unless he's taking a huge lead off.
I don't think the pitcher will ever do that a second time unless he can fucking pick him off.
Unless the batter or the runner is stupid and is taking a monster lead, which you're not going to do because you just get one more. And then, But here's the chess match. You might try to bait him.
Yeah.
You might take an extra lead to bait the
pitcher and throw over there.
Just so you can
run out of the next pitch, he's fucking going. It's an automatic go, pretty much. So I mean, that's
you can lead off as far as you want.
Exactly.
Now here's where you get. The risk is if the batter hits a line drive.
Oh. Well, you have to have communication with the batter, right?
The batter has to not swing.
Yeah, you can't swing. I'm fucking going. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Don't swing.
Yeah, don't swing.
Because if you
it depends on what the count is. Obviously, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, there's strategy. It's baseball.
It's baseball. So I mean, the MLB season is coming up, so we'll talk more about that next go around.
I'm not sure we will until October.
Nah, I'll talk about it a little bit here. Anything else going on in sports before I get to my wrestling? You want to talk about anything else?
I think the segment's running along. We don't really need to talk about wrestling.
No, we'll talk about a little bit of wrestling.
So let's see. What can we talk about? Let's see.
Wrestling.
When's the WNBA starting?
I don't.
How about the Live Tour?
Ooh, Live Tour.
The Players Championships going on this weekend. How about that? Let's talk about that.
Which beer is it? Plush beer?
Yeah. It's a good hazy. I really like it.
It's a good hazy.
I really like it.
That's
the
good.
star of the show for me is still the blueberry raspberry.
Blueberry raspberry is fantastic.
Really good. Really good.
Before I get into my WrestleMania card, which I am going to WrestleMania, I'll be, because it's in LA, I'll be at Friday Night SmackDown. And after Friday Night SmackDown, they have the Hall of Fame, which they just announced Rey Mysterio is going. I'll be at WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday, WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday, and I'm going to Raw after WrestleMania, which hopefully will be fantastic, because usually a lot of surprises happen then. WWE is obviously in the for sale mode right now. They're trying to sell it. And right now, they're trying to actually gamble. They want to gamble on...
I like gambling.
On match predictions, which I don't see happening. You can't gamble on something that is predetermined.
Yes, please don't.
It would be really hard.
Please don't.
So they want to they want to plan 6 months in advance of all these matches are going to happen and all the winners and everything. Make sure so they can keep the gambling legit. But you have injuries that happen. You have storylines that change. I don't see it happening. I think it's just a ploy to get more buck for your dollar on that sale.
There's too much corruption.
It is. You can definitely easily corrupt that.
Vinnie Mac could place a fucking $20 million bet on something and be like, okay, now I'm going to change the card so it happens.
But Vinnie Mac isn't part of the
Triple H.
It's Triple H.
I mean, whatever.
But whatever.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I mean, they do have DraftKings. They do gamble. They have how many chair shots in the back are going to happen? How many pinfalls are going to happen in a match before the actual pinfall? They do have that.
They're called prop bets,
Steve. Yeah, prop bets. Whatever. But I'll go over my...
You new to this whole gambling thing?
Maybe. Not really too much.
You go to Vegas. Come on. You don't do sports gambling? When we were there, we did a lot of sports gambling.
I did a little bit.
I did a lot. I did a lot. You were kind of standing on the sidelines, twiddling your thumbs.
Not a good sports gambler. Not yet, anyway.
Tingling your teeny Peter.
Yeah. I'm going to go over the card real quick for the WWE Universal Undisputed WWE Championship. You got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Should headline night 2, which would be really good. That Bloodline storyline is fucking fantastic. It's the best storyline in decades. It's fucking fantastic. John Cena is coming back. He's going to face Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Should be fantastic.
I have a question.
Yes.
When is John Cena coming back for Peacemaker Season 2?
I think he's currently working on it.
I'm more concerned with that.
Edge versus Finn Balor, and I'm hoping they haven't announced it yet, but I'm hoping this is going to be in a Hell in a Cell match. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to see a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. Fantastic. And then you got Rey Mysterio, who is now in the Hall of Fame. They just announced it last night. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm believing this is how it's going to go. He's going to wrestle his son, Dominic Mysterio, at WrestleMania. It'll be fantastic. I know you don't remember this, but you remember that I'm Your Poppy shirt at all? You remember that shirt? From Eddie Guerrero and all that stuff?
Sure.
So he was involved in that storyline. I'm excited for this one. It's great stuff. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. You know the Paul brothers, right? Jake Paul did the fucking boxing. He lost. His brother Logan Paul is actually in wrestling. He's going to wrestle Seth Rollins. And Logan Paul is really good. He's fantastic. I don't know why you're not paying attention to me, motherfucker. We're going to have a women's 6-man tag match. You got Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai versus Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus at WrestleMania.
So, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. But you know what? You know what struck me?
What struck you?
You know who's aged really, really fucking well?
Who aged really well?
Sable.
Do you seen a recent picture of her? Because I haven't.
No, I saw her interviewed on something. I don't remember where it was.
Because that's Brock Lesnar's wife, by the way.
Oh my God, does she look good?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she was beautiful before.
Yeah.
I think
she hasn't been on.
I think she looks better now.
She hasn't been on TV in fucking 10 plus years.
I saw her interviewed on something. I don't remember what it was. Monday Night Wars, maybe. I don't know, something. Maybe. But she looked fucking incredible. As an older woman, Jesus Christ, made me have older woman fantasies.
Yeah, Sable's great.
My God.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar, he's going to face the 7'5" Nigerian giant Omos, which is fucking, I don't know. It's kind of like a throwaway match, I believe.
It's called a gimmick.
And then,
world full of gimmicks.
And then the other women's championship match, you got Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. For the Raw Women's Championship, you got Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE versus Asuka, the new and improved Asuka, which is fantastic. It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited to go to WrestleMania. Me and my wife are going. I'll definitely shoot some little videos on my phone and probably post them to the channel as well. It's going to be a fun time. Fun 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's going to be a busy, busy time. I'm ready for a WrestleMania. Never been to one. Pretty excited. What do you think, sir? Should you go? Buy a ticket. Go.
Think about what? What
WrestleMania. Go to WrestleMania. Let's
WrestleMania. Go. So, there was a time when I would have cared.
Yeah. Obviously, you grew up and you're not fans anymore. Whatever. Whatever.
So, I will say it's cool. Going to WrestleMania is definitely a cool thing. So, I've only been to one time Monday Night Raw once.
Yeah. No.
Back in the day, the height of Stone Cold.
Oh, I wish I went. I wish I was able to go.
So, the main event, I was on the floor for Monday Night Raw. It was at the Staples Center in L.A. And so I was on the floor, and so the main event was The Rock versus Kurt Angle.
Ooh. Studs.
Dude, like,
Kurt Angle.
It's so insane how underappreciated Kurt Angle was at the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, at the time, it was just Kurt Angle. You're like, this guy, he's annoying.
Yeah.
But my God, the guy put on a great match. He's a fantastic. Good God. And then Stone Cold comes out and crashes the party and stuns both of them. Place went fucking wild.
Of course, Stone Cold, baby, do it.
It was pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. For just a little shitty Raw TV taping, it was pretty solid.
All right, there you go. Well, that's my WrestleMania card. I'll post it on Beer Night when I'm there. That, I think, wraps up sports segments for this segment for Attitude Brewing Company. It's fantastic.
Attitude, San Diego. Get your asses down here.
Hopefully the music isn't too loud and blaring. I don't know. It's got a lot of stuff.
Though. This is a cool place, man. And the people that run this place are really fucking cool.
Really fucking cool.
The brewmaster you met, Angel, is awesome.
Great stuff.
This place is awesome.
Fantastic beers.
Great beer. Like, great beer. Even the ones that we didn't like that much are still really good.
Still good.
Like,
still drinkable. Still
to someone, like, beer tasting is all subjective, right? Like, we might, even though we didn't like it as much,
someone else might.
Even though we didn't like it as much, you can still tell there's great stuff there to where somebody else would really like it, even if it doesn't fit into our, palate, so to speak. It's great stuff. Great stuff here.
Make sure you guys check them out.
We've heard a lot about this fucking food over here.
Food. So we're gonna do a quick food.
Are we? Are you
review?
Sure?
Yes, I'm hungry. I'm hungry for some tacos.
It's gonna make me want to take a nap.
Really? Yeah, maybe.
I want to keep drinking.
Well, I mean, we probably won't eat a bunch of tacos. Eat a couple tacos here. Check them out. Do little. This will be our first food review.
And it's fucking San Diego. What's San Diego without some tacos?
That's some tacos. Come on,
like this is besides going over the, taking a 20-30 minute drive and going over the border. This is the mecca for tacos right here. The only way you can get better is if we just took like a 20-minute drive and went over the border.
Yeah.
Hopefully
not get kidnapped.
This is the mecca. Well, who's gonna want to kidnap me? Somebody gonna want to kidnap me? I'd love to see a try. Maybe with a gun. What are you gonna get? Like, what's your benefit? You're gonna human traffic my sorry ass? What are you gonna get out of it?
I mean, I'm a bear. I'm a bear.
Maybe that's what I was gonna say. Maybe there's like a I don't know, like a sheik out there who's got a bear fetish.
Yeah, maybe.
Who likes big, strong men.
You never know.
That are bald with beards. Beards.
Beards. I got the.
Gotta enunciate. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me.
Oh yeah, you get the beard.
Big, strong men. That kind of excludes you.
Whatever.
But you are a bear.
I'm strong. I'm a bear though. I'm strong in some points.
The question is, do they want you for a top or a bottom?
Maybe. We'll figure it out later. But we'll thank you guys for watching. We're here on location at Attitude Brewing Company. We got one more segment coming for you, so stick around. Make sure you subscribe. Cheers to you.